Robin van Persie is highly regarded as one of the best strikers of his generation. He is the all-time leading goalscorer for the Netherlands men's national football team, with 50 goals, surpassing the likes of Cruyff, Van Basten and Bergkamp. He was given his professional debut by Bert van Marwijk, who said, "Robin van Persie is such an amazing footballer, he hardly needs any space or time to become dangerous." He was given a starting role in the 2002 UEFA Cup final, where Feyenoord beat Borussia Dortmund 3-2. This was the last time a Dutch team lifted up a European trophy. The following season, Van Persie signed a 3.5-year contract. He also scored 5 goals in a single KNVB Cup game in February 2003. However, there was clashes with his manager. Bert van Marwijk said his behaviour made it impossible for him to remain in the squad any longer, so he would join the reserve side for the time being. There was a situation on the eve of the 2000 UEFA Super Cup final against Real Madrid where Van Persie was sent home due to his behaviour issues. This led him to being demoted with the reserve side. There was a period in the reserve side where Ajax faced against Feyenoord. Feyenoord players were attacked by Ajax hooligans, including Van Persie himself. Feyenoord were in talks with Arsenal in the January 2004 transfer window, but they were unable to agree to a deal. In the 2004 and 05 transfer window, Van Persie signed a 4-year deal with Arsenal, worth with Arsenal paying £2.75 million. Arsene Wenger said he can play on the left side of midfield as a creative player behind the main strikers as a target. This was shown in his early years, where his pace excelled. He scored 10 goals in 41 appearances in his debut season, a fruitful spell considering he was up against Thierry Henry, Jose Antonio Reyes and Dennis Bergkamp. He also won the FA Community Shield and FA Cup trophy. However, for him and the club, this will be the only trophy they'll win in the next decade. The following season his good form continued. He won Premier League Player of the Month after he scored 8 goals and 8 stars. However, he signed a new 5-year contract, but 2 days after signing that contract, an opponent stepped on his foot and broke his toe. Van Persie played the next 3 matches with a hole cut into his shoe to alleviate the pain, until he was finally rested. He was also an unused substitute in Arsenal's first Champions League final against Barcelona, which they subsequently lost 2-1. The 06-07 season included an airborne volley against Charlton Athletic. Wenger called it the goal of a lifetime. His season, however, ended early again, due to breaking a metatarsal bone in his right foot while celebrating his late equaliser against Man United. Despite being injured for most of the campaign, he still scored 13 goals, Arsenal's top goal scorer in that season. In the 07-08 season, Thierry Henry departed for Barcelona. He assumed the role as Arsenal's main striker. Following a streak of 7 goals in 10 regular season games, Van Persie again was sidelined for 2 months following a knee injury. Throughout the campaign, Arsenal sparsely used him due to a threat of injury. In the 08-09 season, Van Persie started to become more forefront of being a striker for Arsenal. Despite this, Arsenal were looking at other opportunities to get other strikers to accompany him. However, despite this, he had his best season overall for Arsenal, and he scored 11 Premier League goals along with a league leading level assist and a career best of 20 goals in all competitions. This led to him being named Arsenal Player of the Season for the 08-09 season. With only 1 year remaining of his contract in the 09-10 season, he said, "My heart is with Arsenal and I just can't picture myself in a different shirt." As we all know, this was subsequently ironic as he joined Manchester United later on. However, he starred in a 4-3-3 formation as Arsene Wenger started to produce more 4-2-3-4-1 formations or 4-3-3 formations as he wanted more fluidity in the setup. This led to Van Persie become more prolific in goal. However, it wasn't until the 2010-2011 season where he started to become more prolific. He scored a wondrous goal in Emirates against Arsenal in a fight back when they were 1-0 down. They subsequently won 2-1, but that volley was astonishing. However, in the second leg, Arsenal subsequently lost due to Robin van Persie getting sent off. He got sent off for carrying on playing when the referee blew the whistle. Robin van Persie said, "It's a joke. How could you expect me to hear in front of 95,000 fans who are cheering and whistling?" Lionel Messi said, "Van Persie is a total footballer, a very complete forward, and capable of scoring lots of goals." Despite this, Van Persie still had a prolific campaign. He finished behind Tevez and Berbatov in the race for the Golden Boot. Despite this, he also equalled the record held by Ronaldo and Thierry Henry by scoring 18 league goals from the turn of the year to the end of the season. He was starting to become the Arsenal player that was expected of him. It was the 2011-2012 season where he experienced an influx of goals and experience for the team. The calendar year 2011 saw him notch 35 league goals, the most for a player in a 38-game season, and just one short of Alan Shearer's 36 goals haul registered in the 42-game season, a feat which really doesn't need to be ascribed to highlighted brilliance. That memorable volley against Everton, the last of his outstanding year, will be a goal the Emirates is never likely to forget. A one-man band of the highest order, his goals kept Arsenal in the battle to catch bitter rivals Tottenham. However, there was a game against North London rivals Tottenham where they were 2-0 down. Bakary Sagna scored a brilliant header, but it was Robbie Van Persie, who turned elegantly on the edge of a box. He curled an unstoppable left-footed strike past the helpless Brad Fiedel. 5-2 was the final scoreline. This showed you he was a great catalyst for Arsenal. Goal of sensational proportions propelled the Gunners to pip their arch enemies to Champions League football. His 2 goals at Anfield to secure a 2-1 victory is also a personal highlight. He ended the season with astonishing 30 league goals. Arsenal's main man had without question dragged his adopted side over the finishing line. Without his goals, Arsenal will most likely be languishing in the Europa League places or even worse. However, a controversial move to bitter rival Manchester United at the end of the spell was a sad way for his relationship with the club to end. He said, "I always listen to the little boy inside of me in these situations. When you have to make harder decisions in life, what does he want?" That boy was screaming Manchester United. He was sold for £22.5 million, along with add-ons. Sir Alex Ferguson said, "I remember Arsenal Wenger saying to me, he's better than you think. When we concluded the deal, he was right. In terms of impact, he has had as big as impact as anyone I can imagine." A league title in his maiden season at Old Trafford and now the Golden Boot was just a reward for a player who, while never a consistent great, produced a spell of striking ability that would rightfully put him along the Premier League greatest strikers. Van Persie's goal to secure Ferguson's last league title was eerily similar to the moment of magic he produced in the latter stages of his Arsenal career against Everton, judging a looping pass so perfectly and then proceeding to expertly volley it past the stranded keeper. His first season remains only on his consistent productivity in the north of England, but his £24 million price tag was effectively paid off after his hugely successful first campaign. His goals for Manchester United were important. Throughout his 3 years he spent at Manchester United, he scored 58 goals in 105 appearances. An amazing stat. However, he subsequently moved to Fenerbahce, and again he showed his glimpses of how good he can be. In his first season for Fenerbahce he scored 22 goals. In his second season he scored 14 goals. Altogether his Fenerbahce career he scored 36 goals in 87 appearances. Again he showed how good he actually was. However, it was a return to Feyenoord, his boyhood club, a club that he played for many years before. He played for them for 2 seasons, scoring 7 and 18 goals retrospectively. In 45 appearances he scored 25 goals in 45 outs. His talent, frequency of goals, type of goals and overall leadership is one that has much to be admired. On the international stage, Robbie Van Persie was just as good. He's the all-time leading goalscorer for the Netherlands men's international team. On June 2014 World Cup, Holland handed defending world champions a humiliating 5-1 defeat. But it wasn't the scoreline that caught people's eyes. In the days that followed, social media and newspapers were littered with a photo of Van Persie suspended in mid-air, gave him the nickname the Flying Dutchman. His flight happened right after he headed the ball that would beat Iker Casillas and open the Dutch scoring spree. It was a magnificent feat of athleticism, resulting in one of the most spectacular goals in World Cup history, and of course the biggest handshake in modern day football was what followed after this goal. Robbie Van Persie was a complete footballer, and someone to remember. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button, and please feel free to put any comments.